Velpecula is the sun. Now, the sun is a self-driven liberation card. It's a card of opening beyond the wall. It's maturity, the treasure that one has unleashed. The child stage, as Aleister Crowley would have called it, can be difficult in its chaos and new challenges. But the promise of the land, of the bodies, the fulfillment of the personal, the establishing of one's own destiny. We see different paths that this has been labeled. It's not about the paths per se. It's about the things that fly and crawl. It's about the transparentness of these modes that we operate. Blood is brought forth. There's a timelessness to it all. The order of the parents, you could say, is being broken. Now, you see with her the constellation. And this constellation is Velpecula, originally known as Velpecula cum anser, the fox and the goose, and the goose being trapped by the fox. I'm reminded of the whole baby metal thing and their fox sign or something, but it's also like the preacher constellation. There's some context of it like that. And so the fox is like separate and the goose is, I guess, kind of faded a bit, right? But a fox pretends to be dead. A fox has an appeal that may not be what you think when it's when you follow in its footsteps. The aurora borealis is also called a foxfire, which became the other type of foxfire, a false fire. But originally it was more about the animal. And the whole covered in blood thing is important to the role of the fox. As you see from one of some of the numbers that you see here, you have the energies of the age that we're working with. And I know Kim Jong-un, whose head I have removed with Greta Thunberg's bit, is is he older? He's got to be older than me, but you know what I mean. He has this child ruler sort of thing about him, right? We have the flags of North Korea and Iran there. Again, hence the mention of the transparentness of the whole thing. These are, even though they may come to power by their own volition, they're figureheads in a way of speaking. They're chosen for one way or another. And the sigil for Velpecula is very similar to the whole letter D in Enochian. So this is a sun card, but we do have energies of the lovers and the Ion and the devil and the emperor and the hermit. And we're looking at some sunspot things happening right now, and perhaps that's going to be the freedom we've all been waiting for. And see, the fox accepts his pleasure, accepts those good things in life that have came to it, but it knows how to have the techniques to attract and repel according to what it needs. And the fox is ever striving to make different of what has been there. There can be a putrefaction, there can be striving to what is not being reached at the moment. And I guess I'm starting to how you perceive Velpecula may matter to you. It may be something beautiful with a sharpness to it, or something unpleasant or difficult about it. But it's worth it to achieve your own liberation. But our liberation is, of course, from the mundane life.